Alright, I'm back for anyone who's watched me in the past. The first thing I want to get through is why the first in the title has air quotes around it. It's a kind of a long story, not really. Basically, I was going to record over the summer and stuff, but a lot of things were happening in the middle of summer in just 1 week with AIDS verification stuff, government's doing crazy things. I don't know, it was too much to keep track of, but things were going wild. I didn't know what to do, so I decided I'd just bunker down and kind of quote unquote disappear over the summer to see if things would cool down. At least as of right now, they seem like they've cooled down enough. So I've decided to go ahead and start recording again. It seems like, at least for me, things have stabilized. The train's no longer derailed. And that basically explains that. And if it's my first video with the air quotes or the other videos, basically, I've heard something when YouTube released its new AI system thing that, I don't know, detect low quality videos and stuff, which mine were, so I just went ahead and I removed them and stuff in case of any problems that could happen. And I was thinking about resetting in a way and making different content than I used to. But I guess it's kind of like a new fresh start, so I'm good there. Uh, Next thing I have to talk about, I'm reading off a chart. I recorded this the first time and I did not do well. I didn't have a plan to do. I'm kind of nervous because I haven't actually recorded myself in a while. So the next thing I was going to talk about is that I was planning on switching to a 2D model, but I just couldn't figure out the rigging and everything, and it's just way too difficult. And honestly, I just decided I'd just keep using VRoid and VMagick Mirror for my model and stuff. I already knew it. It's kind of easy. Speaking of my model, it's not that high quality. It's just something I whipped up. Which is a whole story. I had a friend who said they were going to draw me some concept art for my model for me to go ahead and use to actually make my model. I asked them that I think a month and a half ago. They never got back to me. So I just decided to whip one up real fast, and that's what we got here. I'll be improving it as time goes on, of course, and stuff like that. I also have my plusies, which I want to add in the corners of the screen stuff, but the ones I have, obviously, that'd be copyright and stuff, so I gotta kind of make my own versions of them to add up there. So probably whenever I make a next video, they should be up there. Next on my list is types of content I'll make and stuff. Speaking of that, as you can see behind me, I have Space Engineers. If any of you watching are familiar with the game or know about it, it's actually my most favorite game I've ever played. I've played it since I was a kid. And, I just thought, instead of me just talking and having a blank background screen, I'll just take a picture from inside one of my command sips I've made, and I'll just go along with that. So along with other types of content I'll make, I have 3 games I'm kind of playing right now. Basically, the content I'll be making is I'll play games where you kind of build and make stuff, and then I'll go ahead and spend time making something cool and stuff, and I'll just make videos showcasing what I've made. The 3 games I have been playing or working on kind of like that You get it? Is Satisfactory, Valheim, and Space Engineers. Space Engineers not so much. I'm kind of figuring out a fleet design so far. It hasn't been going well. I'm trying to make my ships look unique, but eventually at some point I'll end up making them and I can go ahead and make videos on that. But I have been working a lot on playing Satisfactory, making progress. Essentially, I'll build the best I can with each phase of the space elevator, and I'll record what I was able to do within that phase using whatever I could to make the best that I could. I'll go more into detail in it and everything once I actually make the Satisfactory video, well, the first one. And for Valheim, I've actually been working on that most recently. I've basically, what I do is I take castles from Age of Empires. I take a screenshot, and then I basically use that as a reference image to make my own type of version of the castle within Valheim. Castles are actually one of my most favorite structures, castles and forts, so I got a bunch of types of castle pixel references to build up castles in Valheim based on those. Oh yeah. So next on the list is talking about my game development. I don't know if you would call me an official game developer. I haven't released any games yet. I'm working on them though. So I guess that depends on how you kind of see me. I've actually been working on 3. 2 of them are going to be on Roblox, and the other one is going to be an actual Steam game, which I'll be putting like way much more work into. I've been working on the Roblox ones the most because Roblox Studio is just, kind of more easy. It's not as restricting and as difficult as making an actual game, so I thought I'll go ahead and work on those to kind of get like practice, stuff like that. I'll probably maybe make a video about game development later and put that in that playlist and go more into detail about the games I plan on making and like my visions for them and the progress and everything like that. Next thing I have on the list is just saying that I'm open to Q&A videos, because obviously making the videos I plan on making, they're going to require me to spend long amounts of times in the games working, and that means I won't have like a constant flow of content. So I thought if you wanted to, like, if you got any questions for me or anything, you can leave them down in the comments and I can go ahead, collect a bunch of them, and then make a video on them. So that way you can kind of like, I have some way to make some sort of content in between the actual videos and stuff. So you can do that if you want. And then number 5 is just the outro. So that's all I got. It's a really short video, nothing too long, too in detail. It's just short video saying I'm back and everything like that, or that I'm starting, depending on if you've previously watched me or not. I'm very small. I have like 4 subscribers, so that's what I got for today. I guess see you around or something. I don't really know how to do outros. Bye, I guess.